after the collision. Well, let's see if you what's A se massa. The mass is 0.5. Sorry, ek het dit gemis. Okay, bereken die grootte van die snelheid van Y onmiddellik na die botsing. We have two objects. We have a collision. We have information at the beginning, we have information at the end. It counts 4 marks. En hulle sê vir my, state the law of conservation of linear momentum. So daar is 'n miljoen clues. Wat vir jou sê, the sum of the momentum at the beginning, the sum of the momentum at the end. Ja. Het jy die hek weer toegemaak, Johandy? So, wie gaan jy omkoop so ry? Jy sal wat? Ja, maar jy moet, want ek gaan definitief nie. Hi, dankie Mornay. Okay, we have 2 objects and we have 2 objects. Wat het ek nie gedoen nie? Hierdie moet nou vir jou maklik raak. Ja? En dan jy op het. En die eenheid? Zeg weer? Ja, en jy gaan sê in die positiewe rigting oos, want hulle praat van hy beweeg oos en wes en ons. Okay? So it's not 005 Karabo, it's east. Okay, next one they ask, calculate the average force that X that X will exert on Y. So are you going to look at X or are you going to look at Y? Y. Op A. Kyk na A. Jy kan na X kyk, maar dan moet jy net die rigtings wel aan die einde. So we want to look on Y, at Y, on Y. So my info table is on Y. We go. The mass of Y is 0.5. The initial velocity was 0. The final velocity we've just calculated. And they ask the force. So for that we need the time. And the time is? Jy het alles klaar gedoen? Brandon, wat kry jy?
It's a sign.
Klonu, you sound like the grade 11s. Complaining.
I'm not tired, I'm not
Ek het nie 'n afverhore gehad vandag nie. Ek het vir 6 ure stryd gepraat, plus nou nog die 3 ure. Sê jy vir my jy is moeg. Het jy 2 kinders by die huis wat huil in die aand? Is jy 32 weke swanger? Brandon, wat is die antwoord? En ek rekord dit. Die kinders wat hier is gaan hierdie hoor en hulle ouers. eenheid? Brandon? Rigting? Okay. East. Dan vra hulle vir jou, is die botsing elasties of onelasties? Is it elastic or not? Prove your answer through calculations, 5 marks.
So we have to.
Okay. Can you just start with 20.3 saying the sum of the kinetic energy? Nee, mag nie. Want jy het nog nie bewys hulle is gelyk aan mekaar nie. So you can't start with that. You are going to start by doing the first calculation, then the second one. Okay, go. Kom, move. Klaar nou, as jy moeg is, moet jy nou vinnig werk dat jy vinnig kan klaarmaak. Julle kry nou die giggles. Okay, so wat het ek daar gedoen? Die eerste voorwerp was in rus, it was at rest, so dis hoe met nou rus. En toe het ek sy massa en sy snelheid ingevul. So we're going to get the energy. And then afterwards, I have the mass times velocity, mass times velocity. Daai snelheid, dit is nou net daarbo gaan uitwerk. Right, so is dit 'n elastiese botsing? Nee, dit is onelasties. Find
Maybe the day we're gonna be elastic.
I have not seen one where it's elastic in an end exam. Alright, goed. Then go answer. Okay, graad 12, ek weet ek het gesê, and I said I wanted to do last year's past paper as well. Okay, maar kom, ons gaan net gou deur dit lees. Okay, because I want to do multiple choice questions. Dus kyk gou hier, hulle sê vir jou, jy het 'n bullet, jy het 'n trolley, they're moving towards each other, then they collide, bullet in trolley, and then move. Okay, hulle gee vir jou daar massas en kilogramme, links na regs, tref die cool, bullet, daar sê hulle, the average force that is exerted is that, blah 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 blah. Nou guys, write down the size and the direction of the average force that the bullet exerts on the trolley. Hier sê dit vir jou, die krag wat deur die trolley op die koel uitgeoefen word is soveel. Die trolley op die koel. Nou soek hulle die koel op die trolley. Same size, opposite direction. Bereken die grootte van die snelheid waarteen die koel die trolley tref. The sum of the momentum at the beginning equals sum of the momentum at the end. Stel die beginsel van bou van lineêre momentum in woorde, die som van die lineêre momentum in 'n geslote stelsel bly saam. Bereken die grootte van die snelheid van die koeltrolley kombinasie na die botsing. Momentum aan die begin, momentum aan die einde. Sorry, this one was impulse formula. You're going to look at the impulse of the trolley. Okay, wat is dieselfde sommetjies as wat ons nou net gedoen? Oor en oor en oor en oor. This is last year's questions, not in that PDF thing. Yes. Ek wil gegee ons 'n paar Afrikaanse kinders wat nog kort. Okay, in jou notas gaan gou na die multiple choice vrae. No, it's not for homework. Just going through it, see, you can do it, you've done everything, and then. Sê weer? En jy notas. Okay, dit sê daar. A boy, mass 2M, and a girl, mass M, are facing each other on roller skates. So in love, Valentine's ball. With the hands, they push off against one another. The boy experiences a force F and an acceleration of A to the left. Okay, goed, so meisie sien beweeg links. Which one of the following best describes the magnitude of the force and the acceleration experienced by the girl? Ignore the effects of friction. Okay, so ons sien daar die sien ervare krag F van die meisie. Boy experiences a force F. Volgens Newton se derde wet gaan wat die krag is wat die meisie ervaar wees F. Because boy on girl, girl on boy, same force, opposite direction. Dit is nie wat ek bedoel, dit is julle weet wat ek bedoel. Alright, so F en F is die grootte van die krag. Nou gaan ons kyk na die versnelling. Now we go back to Newton's second law. Okay, ons sê reg, die grootte van die versnelling is direk eweredig aan die krag en omgekeerd eweredig aan die massa van die voorwerp. Alright, so we have F net is equal to M times A. Die krag het ons nou net gesê is F. What is the mass of the girl? The mass of the girl is M. The mass of the boy was 2M. So as ek hier na die girl kyk, am I going to write M? I'm going to write a half M. Why am I doing that? Because if I think the boy's acceleration is A, as ek hier na die seun gekyk het, seun, boy, and I looked at that, the boy experienced a force F, his mass, I'm going to ignore now, and his acceleration is A. That's what they say. The acceleration is A. Yes? Yes. Then what is M? Don't look at what they said. What is M here? M. Yes? To make this work. Because if you say 2M, then you have to change what the acceleration is. Yeah? Yes. So if the girl's mass is half that of the boy's mass, and he says at M, then it's half M. Of jy kan na waardes kyk, or you could have looked at girls. Values. If the boy's mass, let's make that 20, then the girl's mass is 10. If the boy experiences a force of, let's say it's 100, dan gaan jy sê 120, then what will the acceleration be? 5. Sharp? So A is 5 for the boy. Now we look at the girl. The girl, the same force, because of Newton's third law, krag op krag. The mass of the girl is half that of the boy. So that is 10, and we want the acceleration. What will the acceleration be? 10. So what happened there? It's twice A. Can you see that? The girl's acceleration is twice that of the boy's. So the girl's acceleration is twice that of the boy's. So it's B. Hulle love dit om hierdie vraag te vra. Love. Hulle hou daarvan. Hulle is verlief daarop. Okay, next one. Vinnig. They say there. A car of mass M moves along a straight line with a velocity of V. The driver sees an obstruction and immediately applies the brakes. The car stops uniformly. Uniformly just means at a constant acceleration. Okay, so hy stop nie so nie, hy stop. The car stops uniformly in T seconds from the moment that the brakes are applied. the car does not hit the obstruction. Which one of the following represents the magnitude, die grootte, of the average force exerted? Morgen het jy die ek opgelos. Toe ek nie gesê jy moet nie, ek het net gedog. So wie gaan saam met jou loop? Someone is so over the game. Alright, ons het 7 minute. Which one represents the magnitude of the average force exerted on the car during the braking of in 3 seconds? Okay. So hulle praat van time, force, mass, velocity. So ek kyk na die impulse formula. Nee? Now it comes to rest, it comes to a stop, so the final velocity is 0. Hulle vra vir jou, which one represents the force? So ek gaan gedeel deur tyd. Yes? And they ask the magnitude, die grootte. So the direction is irrelevant. Okay, so which one is the size? C. Formules, berekeninge, Gaan oor by die huis. Ek het nou aangaan, ons het 6 minute. Okay, hulle sê daar vir jou, the sketch graph below may be used to calculate the impulse of a constant force of 100 newtons that acts on an object over a period of time. Okay, so krag is 100 newton oor 'n tyd, 10 sekondes of meer, wat ek al. En ons moet impuls bereken. Which one of the following can be used to calculate the impulse of the force for the time interval 1 to 10 seconds? Formule. Ons gaan na die impuls formule. Impulse is force times time. Force times time. Hierdie is 'n blokkie. As ek 'n blokkie vat en ek sê die sy maal hierdie sy, what am I calculating? The area. Because I'm force times time. So dit is 100 maal met 10. Well, eintlik hulle sê sorry from 1 to 10 seconds. So it's from 1 to 10 seconds. So daar is 9 secondes. So it is 100 times 9c. So hoe het ek geweet wat om te doen? I went to ask for impulse. I wrote down the formula for impulse. Ek het gekyk wat beteken dit? Krag maal met tyd. Krag maal met tyd. Presies wat ek gaan doen. Okay, volgende een sê hulle vir jou. Net force action on each of 2 isolated objects being Q shown below. Mass of Q is 3 times that of P. If the rate of change of momentum of object Q is x, then the rate of change of momentum of object P is what? What? The rate of change of momentum. Wat het ons gesê is dit? The rate of change in momentum. Dit lyk soos wat nou weer? Dit lyk baie soos hierdie formule. Yes? Momentum divided by time. So they are just asking in very fancy words, how does the force on Q compare to the force on P? That is what they're asking. Because they ask what is the rate of change of momentum. Rate, change in momentum is equal to force. So hulle vra vir jou, hoe vergelyk die krag op Q met die krag op P? Hoe vergelyk dit? Dis dieselfde. Yes? Ja? The same net force acts on 2 objects. They say the rate of change in momentum on Q is x. So hulle sê vir jou F is x. So what will it be on Q? X. Rate of change of momentum. Rate of change of momentum is equal to the force. So they're asking, how does force on Q is X? What is the force on P? They say the same force acts on both. X. Okay. So nog, nee, daar is nie nog. Okay, kom ons gaan nog laaste een doen. Ek wil net gaan kyk. Ja, kom ons doen 5. Okay? A ball of mass M strikes a wall perpendicularly at speed v. Immediately after, it collides with the wall and goes back at v. Which one of the following represents the magnitude of change of momentum for the ball? So hulle vra die change in momentum. The mass stayed the same, nee? Mass final minus mass initial. M stayed the same. Maar, waarvoor moet ek versigtig wees? So if this one is V, then this one is negative V. So it's negative V minus V. So dit geef jou negative 2mV. Maar hulle vra net the magnitude, die grootte. So jy hoef nie na die rigting te kykie. So it's 2mV, so die antwoord is C. What have you learned with these multiple choice questions? When in doubt, choose C.